Good evening, lovely spirits. It's the wise servant here, Mr. Solace. Peace and wisdom. Tonight I want to do this very deep video called Resurrecting the Dead, the Secret of the Mummies. And what I want to discuss in this video with you guys is death. Physical death. And I want you guys to think on it. But not just think on it. I want you guys to grasp a thing. It's a man-made concept. Everything we have in this life is man-made. Even other life forms. Every aspect of life is a man-made concept, meaning we view life how we view it because someone perceived it that way, and majority goes with it. So you view life how you view it, you view death how you view it, meaning physical bodies die, and that's what we know as far as now, but as far as a body being brought back, that's not thought of. That is not the rules of life. But you only believe that because you haven't seen it done. Meaning, you assume, being as though I haven't seen it done, and as far as I know, when people die, then they just decay and die. So in that, you believe men die physically, or they're supposed to. And it's a very deep thing I want you guys to grasp. When you're dealing with life and death, it's so interesting. See, men don't necessarily have to die physically. It's just a matter of knowledge. Everything is a matter of knowledge. It's like I said, you die and you believe. That's it, because that's what you believe. But who says that a dead body can't be restored? See, you know all the organs, all the limbs, all the digits, eyeballs, everything. You know every physical part of the body can be replaced, restored. You know this. But the thing is the conscious. How do you restore the conscious back? And this is all a matter of the thalamus, or as the ancient Egyptians called it, the scarab. And it's a very deep thing I want you guys to grasp. A body can be brought back from the dead. But in order for you to grasp that, you have to grasp that there is no life or death. That is a man-made construct or concept based on their perception. See, I want you to grasp. If we didn't have the knowledge of CPR and a man choked on a chicken bone or drowned in the swimming pool, well, we just leave them there in that unconscious state until they died, because we wouldn't know any better, and we would just assume if a man should drown in a pool or choke on a chicken bone, then that's it for him. And men will be dead for no reason. If you grasp my point. If men didn't know that, men slept. Well, at night, men will be buried in ignorance. So this is my point. Everything boils down to a knowing. Now, when a man dies, he can be revived. The matter is you're not. So when a man dies, he doesn't have to be left dead, but he is. So it's a deep thing you have to grasp. See, a man could be revived the same way a man is revived when he dies in a pool, or when he dies for 5 minutes and then He's shocked on the chest and brought back. So who's to say this can't happen a day later, 2 days later? Why can't a man be brought back 2, 3 days later? Now, many of you will say, because of this, because of that. But this is all thoughts that were given to you. Had anyone ever told you, hey, we live in life, and then when you die, that's death? Would you view life in that way? So it's a deep thing I want you guys to grasp. Now, it's like the Jesus story. When Jesus brought men back from the dead. Now, there's 3 ways that you can perceive that. You can look at it as, that's fake. Or you can look at it as, Jesus is special, that's God's son. And those are the 2 perspectives we pretty much deal with. It's either fake or he's special. Now, there's another perspective that no one takes from that story. And that perspective is this. Realizing that, hey, no one ever said that we couldn't be brought back from the dead. We just go with this as if that's the normal. But whoever said, so no one ever reads the Jesus story and say, maybe it is normal for someone to be revived when they die, and we just don't do that. And we're being robbed of time, so to say, because time is not real either. Nothing the way y'all perceive it is real. It was all placed upon your thoughts. It's so hard to do this video. But I want you guys to grasp. I'm going to start here. We all believe in life, death, day, night, sleep and awake. And this is all fake. There is no life, death, daytime or nighttime, sleep or awake. See, day and night transcends into one another. Sleep and awake transcends into one another. Now, life and death, we don't grasp that, but it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. The same way we perceive day and night as 2 separate things, and we perceive sleep and awake as 2 separate things, we do the same thing with life and death. But I want you to grasp, the day is just one thing, transcending back and forth through its duality, but it's one thing, it's no separate thing. Grasp. Same with sleep and awake. You transcend through sleep and awake, but there's truly no end and beginning of sleeping and awaking for you. So grasp. Now I want y'all to think on that. If no one told you there's a nighttime and a daytime and there's sleep and awake and there's life and death, then you would grasp. There's no such thing. All there is conscious coming and going. And sometimes it doesn't come, it just keeps going. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. There's no time. We are the time. But there's no day, night, life, and death. You can look at it from day-night perspective. There's no day and night, but what there is the sun coming and going from this space or place that we're in. And we break that down to ourselves as daytime and nighttime. But truly it's just a place or a space. And that sun or conscious comes and goes. Same way when you're sleeping awake. It's a matter of conscious coming and going. It's truly not a matter of time. but just conscious coming and going from day to day. Same as the sun. So you have to begin to grasp and recondition your brain. Because all things we have are men-made constructs. And it blocks you from truth. Now, sleep and awake, it's just a matter of conscious coming and going. Day and night, there's no day and night. But it's just a matter of conscious or the star coming and going from this space, coming back, coming and going. It's the same with life and death. It's a matter of conscious coming and going. So you have to grasp. When a man dies, he can be revived. Like I said, if it's a bad death, the body can always be restored. And the conscious can always be restored back into the body. But it's a matter of a person being conditioned or not. See, life is open. And men get what they get out of it. They perceive it how they perceive it. But there's no rules. Nothing ever told you when a person dies or conks out, they can't be restored and revived. Now, you know all physical things can be restored and revived. The car breaks down. It can be fixed if one chooses to fix it. So who's to say it's not the same with the body? And this is what I want y'all to grasp. You're dealing with energy and matter. And matter and energy can always be restored. Always. But it's all a matter of the know-how. I don't know if this was done on purpose or what. Meaning men dying. I don't know if that part was the man-made construct. Meaning men just live physically forever and then a man physically constructed to death. I don't know if that's how it happened. Or if men just begin to perceive it that way, being as though that knowledge was taken from them. Meaning the knowledge of how to revive a person. Because we revive people today. They just don't be dead that long. So don't get lost and say, oh, that's pseudo. We do it. Just on a small scale. But it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Who's to say the rules we have or the way we perceive life, it was placed in our brain that way. But that's not the truth. Now, what I want to break down to y'all right quick is how to restore the body and the conscious. But first, I need to fix your perspective. I need you to look at a body, a person. Look at them as a phone. Now, their body is a phone. Any damage done to the body of a phone, that can be restored. A hand gets knocked off. We all know you can get a hand sewn back on or another one, depending on how good the surgeon is. And so it's the same with the organs and every part of the physical body. So the body can be restored. So look at the physical body as a phone. And you know a phone can be restored. Now the body is a phone. The brain within the body, your brain, is like the battery. So now you know a cell phone has its battery. So your body is like the phone, your brain is like the battery. Now the chip, the memory chip of the phone, this is like the conscious. So your memory is like the chip of the phone. And the life is like the web. So grasp, the phone has the battery It has the chip in the battery, basically, right in that area, which is the memory of the phone, and then the phone is connected to the web, or life, and now the phone works and it can communicate in this realm with other phones. You're the same exact way. Your body is like the phone, your brain is like the battery. The thalamus. This is what the ancient Egyptians grasped. The thalamus was like the chip. The thalamus is within the brain. It's like the chip in the battery, the chip in the phone. It holds the memory. This is why the scarab beetle was a highly honored symbol in ancient Egypt, because that symbol resembles the thalamus, which is within your brain. And the thalamus is where the conscious, the memory of each individual is. It's in the thalamus. So it's a deep thing. You can bring a person back to life, even if they've been gone for long. If a person been dead for a day or two, that's nothing. That's simple medical science. Grasp. We do it now on a smaller scale. People get brought back to life an hour after being dead. I was watching emergency ER the other day, and guy was dead for like an hour and a half, and they brought him back. So it's done on a small scale, but when you talking a day or two, then people like that's pseudo. But how is it pseudo if it's done? So grasp. It's all a matter of that. Now let's say a person been dead a long time, and the body is still preserved. You would have to grasp what I just broke down, with the phone being like the body, the brain like the battery, the chip is like the thalamus, and the life that we live on this realm is like the web. And if you grasp that, you can grasp how to restore the conscious back to the body after a long time has passed. And this is what the ancient Egyptians were into. I want y'all to grasp. When you're dealing with the ancient Egyptians, they took the organs out because they understood, like I said, all these things are replaceable. And they pulled the brain through the nose to get the thalamus and preserve that. Because that's what the person is if you talking conscious. And they preserved the thalamus. And this is how, then they will preserve the body, because you can preserve a mummy. In today's times, we could restore a mummy. Grasp. Same way you restore a person's body in today's times, when it's deteriorating or cutting off. So a mummy's body can be restored, but you wouldn't need to. If you got the thalamus, a person can have their thalamus removed and someone else's thalamus put into their brain, and they would be that person in a new body. Literally in today's times. Remember, there's no limits to life. It's all a matter of knowledge. If a man could do that. See, scientists think, if you move the whole brain, you're going to have problems. This is why they have problems removing heads and doing successful brain transfusions, or whatever you would call it. They have a problem with doing that and the person continuing to live a normal long life. They usually die. They did it with a monkey, removed the head of one monkey and put it on another. And they called it a success because the monkey, so-called, regained conscious and ran around and played, but it died the next day. But they called it successful, being as though after they did the surgery, it came back to conscious. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. The ancient Kemetic people understood this. Now, I'm not saying the thalamus is your physical. I'm not saying the thalamus is who you are physically, but it's like the connection for the spirit to engage in this realm. The thalamus belongs to the brains of people on this realm of life. It's like I said, conscious comes and goes, but it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Now, if you put the thalamus back, it's like bringing the person back from the web, or turning the phone on, giving it a service again. And it's a deep, cold-blooded thing, because scientists, I'm not sure if scientists of today already know this, but they may. But they're definitely on this path. And it's a deep, cold-blooded thing when they start bringing back old, lost people of the past that y'all honor and revere so much. It's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Scientists of today are so evil. I'm not sure if they would even bring them back. They just keep their thoughts for themselves. Like, this is hell, so it's an evil place you gotta grasp. So they like, why bring King Tut back when I can just keep everything he knows for myself? And it's so cold-blooded. There's so much things y'all don't grasp and really understand, man. But that's what all that mummy stuff was about in the past, you know. Men pretty much had to die when they wanted. Like, alright, don't revive me type shit, you know. When I die, don't revive me. Don't bring me back. Just, you know, mummify me up or whatnot and bring me back 200 years from now. I want to come back then. So it was like a matter of that in ancient Chem. They was more on that tip, you know. I don't know how far back in Chem's history this was in this time, where they was playing around with the mummies. But the mummies we find now, these is just like the tradition, where they weren't like successfully doing what their ancestors were doing, but they remembered how to wrap a mummy and preserve the body somewhat. But as far as like, I don't think they really grasped that. But it's a deep thing, you know. But I guess the farther back you go, the more they were in tune with it, and it was more of a matter of, like I said, they have to tell them, like, don't revive me this go round if I die. Because people have all kind of mistakes. Like I say, you choke on a chicken bone, you want people to revive you from that, because you like, nah, I ain't mean to die right then. You drowning in the pool, you like, yeah, CPR me. I don't want to die right now. That was a mistake. So, you know, a person get old and their body get wrinkled up and they die. You like, no, you know, restore me. But after so long, a person is like, you know, go ahead. Don't restore me this go round. Don't revive me. Just let me go on to the, to dream time, basically. So, like, when we dream, and you could say that's like the other side, in a sense. You get a glimpse of it. And they say, let's let me go to the spiritual side. I'm going to just dwell there because, you know, physical get rough after you here for a while. You're like, damn, I done completely drained my spirit out. You know, because like I said, being in the physical is hell, and you got to take from the life. And it's a big sin. You take it from yourself. It's deep. So, you know, eventually they're like, yeah, don't revive me, man. Just let me pass on and mummy me up or whatnot. You know, restore the, preserve the thalamus. I might want to come back. Bring me back maybe in 200 years. And you know, 200 years they bring them back. Well, say now I don't want to go. When I die this go around, yeah, just let me go. Don't bring me back ever again. I'm tired of this place. And you know, like that. And then you know, over time, knowledge is lost, and It's a cold-blooded, deep thing. It's like now, y'all like, man, this can't be real. But if it was like I said, and we lived, and men died and men were revived, 80 years old died, they revived, the body is restored, renewed, they're pretty much 21 again, and this is just normal, you know. People lived, hit by a car and died, they revived, their body is fixed up, and they live, and this is just the normal way. This is just the knowledge of the life, how we know it, and you know, things happen in the life, and the body is the body, it could be restored, and you know, the conscious is energy, and you can't really do nothing to that, so you know, you can always put the two back together. That's no big deal. And let's just say this was our normal way of living. Well, if someone came along and told you, hey, you know, in the future, when men die, nobody's going to revive them. They're going to think that's the end. And they're going to leave them like that until their body decay. They'll look at that person and say, man, get out of here. That's a good little theory you put for the future, man. And, you know, people will probably laugh that off and be like, man, that's ridiculous. Why would anyone do that? That's fucking stupid. It's like your car break down and you like, man, I'm just going to leave it there broke on the highway, and everybody know you just get the car towed and fix it. Like, what you doing? So just think if we lived in that way, where, you know, men died, like I said, and they automatically, you know, sent to the hospital, and you know how the coroner comes get the body, and they were brought and restored. And, you know, an hour or 2, 3 later, they come back, and, you know, this is just regular. It happens in life. The same way people get hit by a car, and they lose a limb, and then they got to get the fake arm. Or their real arm sewn back on, and, you know, things in life happen. And you like, damn, that's fucked up, but they okay. So let's just say in life, in reality. Because, you know, life truly has no limits. It's all a matter of what you know, what you don't know. So let's just say in real life, you know, people live. People die, and they revive. Motherfucker been dead in the woods for 2 weeks. Ah, shit. Get the body, restore the body back. You know, it's a little decayed, but you know, you restore it back, get new organs, replace the old ones, and you know, restore the body back. Get the thalamus out the brain, you know, do what you need to do, and revive the person. And this is just the thing that happens in life, you know. Sometimes if a person is a horrible person, people may just say, just leave them. Don't restore them. Let that motherfucker's body decay, you know. Let the spirit go. Because, you know, they would understand it and look at life as, you know, conscious comes, conscious goes. Conscious comes, it goes, and sometimes it just goes and keeps going. So we wake up, we go to sleep, we wake up, so conscious comes, conscious goes. So you can look at it like when you live, you die. Same thing, except when you die, somebody has to wake you up this time. It's not like when you sleep and you just wake yourself up and you come back into your body. But when you die, somebody got to revive you and wake you back up. But nonetheless, it's still the same thing. So it's like if you get hit by a car, in some instances you get knocked out and you like sleep, but you're not dead, but you know, they have to wake you back up. Lest you fuck around and go into a coma. So this is what I mean. What if we lived a normal life where it was just normal, like, and then at some point in time, a man said, you know what? I'm not giving that knowledge up anymore. From this day forth, when men die, they should just stay that way. It's like in the Bible when it says, man, my spirit shall not be with man. I forgot what verse that was. Genesis 6:6 maybe? I don't remember. But man shall only live to 126 from this point forth, because they get on my nerves. Kind of reminds me of that shit, but it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. There's no rules in life. You only think when a man dies he can't be brought back, because that's how you was conditioned to think. Grasp that. Like, truly grasp that. We are born and we told all these things, and we're automatically groomed and conditioned to see life like that. We live, we die, and that's it. And no one ever thinks to self, why can't the body be restored like any other physical thing? Car, TV, phone. All physical things could be fixed. Yeah, they break. They not meant to just go for the whole period, but they break the fuck down. And you gotta restore it. But that's it. I mean, the energy don't break down. So that's what makes it great. All you gotta do is just keep restoring the physical thing. The energy is good. So why we don't look at it that way? This is my point. You look at it how you look at it because that's how you were conditioned to look at it. But in all reality, what I just said is the reality. Physical things break, yeah, but you fix it. Death, life, there's no such thing. It's one thing. This is something that men made up from their perception. Okay, this must be life that we live in, and then that's death. But this is no different than sleep and awake. It's just on a larger macro scale. But the same way you wake up from sleep, it's no different. So it's a deep thing I want you guys to grasp. When people die, they don't have to stay that way, but it's like I said, this is hell. So y'all don't truly want to know the truth. Y'all just want to know, like, enough so y'all can get YouTube channels and say, look what I know, get a little career for yourself, feed your family. I grasp. But it's so cold-blood deep. Like, this is hell. Literally. And the things that happen here, man, it's a deep thing. Now, I know a lot of y'all are like, but if we supposed to be able to live here for as long as we want, then how the spiritual world will work? Ain't we supposed to go there? And life is infinite. You get there when you get there. It doesn't matter if you live 1,000 years, 100 years, 20 years. You'll get there when you get there. And like I said, conscious comes, it goes in and out of physical. Whether it's this realm, the star realm, microcell realm, but conscious comes and goes out of the physical, so it doesn't matter. See, the way y'all think is the problem. So when I say, man, men can live physically forever. And then y'all get lost and say, but ain't we supposed to die so that we can ascend up? And that whole religious concept and way of thinking begins to blossom and merge into what I said, blocking you from truly grasping. It's a simple thing. Life is forever. Life is everywhere, it's forever, it's infinite. More is coming, more is being born, so life is just, oh man, it's just everywhere. It's infinite, and you can live physically for 200 million years. And I know you like, woo, that's long. I want to do that. And it doesn't matter. You'll get to the spiritual in 200 million years. And life's infinite, so 200 million years, it's really nothing, and the amount of time you have ahead of you is infinite, so my point. There's no such thing as time. It's just the perspective and the way we view it. There's no time, there's no life and death, but there's just conscious coming and going, and everywhere you look, this is what you see. You just see conscious coming and going in and out of the physical. So the sun rises and it comes. And then what we call night is just it going. And a person wakes up, and we call this conscious, and they go to sleep, and we call this the conscious going. And this is my point. Everything is just a matter of that. And in that happening, then we boil it into time. So in the sun coming and going, then we break that down into night and day. And then from that, you get 2 times a day, 2 times a night. Sunrise, sunset, and dusk and dawn. And from them 4 times, you get 24 times. 24 hours in that day. And from there, you get more times, weeks, months, years. And I'm just giving you the perspective to grasp that this is man-made stuff. Like, life didn't ever say, like, yo, this is what you're supposed to do. Make up shit. Life ain't never say that. I'm sorry. Yeah, life never said that. We just kind of like did this. So everything you see in life, man-made. Even the concepts, philosophies, every piece of it is man-made or man-thought or man-perceived. But that's not what it is. So we have day and night, and there's no day and night. It's just conscious coming and going. When daytime comes, nothing happens. When nighttime comes, nothing happens. It's no stop. It's just what we say. And in us saying that, we see it as 2 different times, and we never truly grasp this has nothing to do with time. This has nothing to do with day or night. This has to do with the sun coming and going from this space that we're in. And that's truly all that's happening. The light is coming and going, but as far as the time in this whole daytime, nighttime, sleep and awake, all of these things are truly just a man's concept of conscious coming and going. And him not grasping life. How I just said, life is infinite, and it doesn't matter if you're revived 20 million times and you live 800 million years straight and you keep getting revived. And then you eventually die and don't get revived. Like, none of this matters. It's just conscious coming and going. Just like when you sleep and you dream and you wake up. Conscious coming and going. In and out of the physical. When it's not in the physical, then it's in, like when you're in that dream state, so to say. Just to give you a perspective. But it's a real existence. And when you wake up from the dream, nothing like there was no end and beginning of the dream and you waking up, but they were truly just one, and it's a deep cold-blooded thing. It's a matter of conscious coming and going. But we get lost and we're like, no, but my body and all of these things confuse us. So you're like, no, but my body, and you don't need your body. I mean, you got your thalamus. So that's like your memory chip for here. Everything you experience here, the thalamus is like the chip. The thalamus. Downloading it all. And like I said, conscious comes and goes. So when you're in dream world, you don't you don't remember here. You're not like, oh, I'm asleep and my body's there, and so you grasp. You're not in the thalamus. You're just the spirit free. You're not in the thalamus, or the conscious free out the thalamus. And the thalamus belongs to this realm in this physical aspect of life. And there's other thalamus on other realms. So stars have thalamus, and microcells have thalamus and brains. But, we don't grasp these things. But, like I said, there's different thalamus, or seats for the conscious. This is what the ancients would have called it. The seat of the conscious. And there's many different realms of seats of conscious, which would be the thalamus within the brain. And as long as you have the thalamus of the individual, this would be their memory and their experience and things they went through here. Therefore, when you bring the spirit or when you hook the thalamus online, grasp, I'm trying to make it simple, and you bring the spirit to this realm, it knows, oh yeah, lest the spirit forget all that shit and be anew. So you know y'all are like rinsed off thalamuses. Or y'all like spirits that come back into different physical realms without the thalamus, so to say. So you born into this existence, this go around, and a new thalamus was developed in your body. So you was a spirit that fell into darkness. We call it an exhale. And a body developed all around that spirit, or sperm cell. And a body developed all around it. And a new brain formed, and a new thalamus, or memory chip, formed within that brain. And now that spirit controls this physical body, and everything it experiences, the thalamus downloads. Now, when that person dies, or the spirit leaves and doesn't come back, or isn't pulled back, meaning revived, the thalamus can be preserved. And at another point in time, the spirit can be drawn back to the thalamus and come back to this realm knowing who it is. Or you can pull any spirit back to that thalamus and it will know who it is, if you grasp what I mean. Or there is no thalamus. Spirits fall into darkness. You get a new thalamus. And being as though they don't have their old thalamus, then they don't know who the fuck they are in this realm, or remember that past time. I'm not sure if anything I just said makes sense. But, and I'm not sure, because people seem to not really, hell is a deep thing. Y'all don't really care about anything. But if y'all truly are vibing to this, because I'm truly not doing this video accurately. I feel I'm not. I could have broke this down a little better for you guys, but I honestly wasn't even going to waste my time doing it. That's what I was going to start out saying when I did the video, that I wasn't even going to waste my time doing this video, but I went ahead and went with it. But I guess I'll come back and go a little more in depth, because I'm not in any particular order while I'm doing it. Now it's kind of just all over the place, but everything I'm saying is an actual factual. Like I was saying with the thalamus, the reason people are born and they don't remember ever existing, it's a matter of the thalamus. They're in a new seat of conscious in this physical realm. A spirit without, put it to you like this, when you go to sleep, you do not have, your conscious is not within the thalamus. It is free. So when you're dreaming, you don't remember this place or even think of it as if, oh, my body's somewhere else. As far as you know, you got everything. You're good to go. Nothing happened. So when you're dreaming, you're not like, oh, shit, popped up in dreamland, babe. You have no clue anything even happened. Then you wake up, and you like, oh, shit. And you kind of remember some, and you kind of don't. And it's because whatever physical you went in, you didn't bring that thalamus with you, or you may not even have been in any physical, and you might have just been in the spiritual realm, in the conscious realm, but you would still perceive it as physical. So it's a deep thing. The conscious will perceive other conscious that's not in physical realm. It will perceive these other conscious and interact with these other conscious no different than we interact with each other in the physical. It's the same thing happening. conscious interacting with conscious. We confuse in-body and out-of-body as a magic trick type of thing. We don't really view it as that's the same thing. It's like the phone out the battery out the phone or the battery in the phone. It's really no different. If the battery out the phone don't really work. But if you put the chip in the battery back in the phone, then it come on. No big deal. But we don't view the life that way. We view the life like, oh, it's some great big mystery, and when I die, it's deep. And that's not knowing things. We can be, like I said, there's no limits, there's no rules, there's no, life is just deep, like, literally deep, like, you just got to grasp. So I don't want y'all to think y'all can't be tricked out of things, and y'all can't be put into hellish, horrible situations and realities, because you can. It's deep. Like I said, there's no rules or limits. Anything can be done. You see what happened to people physically here, and you like, how does this just happen? How does a little baby just get raped? And I was reading a paper, a man he got mad at his girlfriend. I read this last week, New York paper. He got mad at his girlfriend, so he decides to beat his daughter with an aluminum bat. It's in the newspaper. They brought the girl was 3. They brought her to the hospital. She had a torn, it was deep. Her liver failed. It was just like, why would you do that? Because you mad at the mother. It's just sick. So I don't want you to think like, oh, when I die, I'll be okay. And life is infinite. Life is unlimited. There's no limits. We live into our conditioned limits, but it's deep. Outside of that is a whole reality that y'all don't grasp, and dying is just something that men made up. Like, they decided to keep this shit from men. Like, yeah, just let them die. Fuck it. Don't revive them. Don't even tell them about that. They aggravate them. Just let them fucking die. And this is what I just said is literal. That's literally what happened. And I know y'all thinking, no way, it's not, nah. Alright. You see horrible things happening around you now. You know how much stuff men know that they don't say nothing about? You're a slave in real life, meaning you wake up, go to work every day like a robot, to work for somebody for absolutely no reason. The life gives enough land and resources for everyone to have all they need. All they need to know is how to turn the resources into the things they need, like clothing, food, shelter, and all the desires that y'all buy, all from the land, all from the resources of it. Somebody completely tricked everybody into life, into living in a system. Grasp. Where you believe, well, the only way of life is truly to work, and work till I die. And I try to tell people, that's not the reality. That was a lie that was forced on you. In reality, people just lived in life. They don't keep track of time because they don't have nowhere to go. They go where they want. Like, it's deep. Oh my God, life is so broad. You can wake up tomorrow wherever you want. But not today because you were slave. But men don't grasp this. So they like, whatever. But this is my point. Look how much is stolen from you just in that aspect. If you can even grasp that. Now put that on a larger scale. Because life is unlimited. Ain't no limits, and it's infinite. And you see, I grasp things y'all don't grasp. So imagine how many other spirits or consciousness that came and gone that grasp way beyond what y'all grasp. They can do anything they want to y'all. Just like men in the physical do whatever they want to other men. Y'all believe in religion, so y'all men do whatever the fuck they want to y'all. And they don't, so they like, fuck, they stupid as fuck, so. And nothing happens to these men, and what happens to y'all, y'all allow, so nothing truly happened. Like, this is how deep life is. Nothing happened. This man blew this man's head off, and nothing truly happened, because, you know, they all go with the flow of the life, so, you know, life gets out of hand, and no one stands up and say, wait, this is going the wrong way, and you just tend to go with things and just cry when the effects of causes affect us. So it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp, but nothing truly happens. It's like, you live, you die. But this is not even a real thing. Like, you living, you dying. It's just a matter of conscious coming and going. And this happens the whole time. Grasp how deep that is. It's not like you live and die, but it's like you were born, you went to sleep, woke up, went to sleep, woke up, took a nap for an hour, woke up, had a full day sleep for 8 hours, woke up, had a 2-hour nap, and you nodded off for 10 seconds here and there. And, you know, if you really break it down in your whole life, you know, conscious was just coming and going. That's pretty much what was happening. But we don't view things that way, because we're conditioned. So the reality I just gave you is, you may not grasp. You may say, no, Solace is crazy. But I'm not. I grasp beyond what y'all can grasp. It's like I told y'all, I know everything. So men say, oh, that's ego. Okay, that's ego. Now, the whole point is I told you, so you know who knows everything now. And you can say whatever you want, play dumb with yourself, anything you choose. But you knew. You heard who knew everything, and you actually got to see the person that knew everything. And they told you so you wouldn't be confused in any way. Because, you know, in the realm you live in, no one would say that. Because y'all believe nobody could know everything. Because y'all don't grasp that everything is just one thing. And men have this problem where they just separate one thing into a billion different things. And they're like, no, this is this. And no, day is not the same as night. And sunrise is not the same as sunset, my brother. And dusk is not the same as dawn. And this didn't all come from one thing. And I'm just giving you a perspective of how y'all do. So when I say I know everything, I do. And there's truly no ego in that. It's just a fact. And it's not even a hard fact to grasp. Why spirits like, yeah, everybody know everything. The fuck? You're not special? But to y'all like, that's impossible. So y'all like, you know why spirits like, man, it's no big deal. Everybody knows every fucking thing. And then you got spirits that's a little dumber, and you know, they like, oh, that's amazing. And then you got like the physical dumbass life that's like, nobody can know everything, and y'all just walk around in complete fucking retarded, conditioned way of thinking. So then when I say, hey, man, I know everything, I say, oh, that's ego, and okay, I'm cool with it. As long as you heard me. So that was my point of saying that. It wasn't like for you to be like, oh, he got it. But I said it like so you could hear me. Like everything I say is for that purpose. Not like for you to say anything back, really. Unless you like don't grasp. Like I would expect someone to say, how do you know everything? But, you know, in this realm, the spirits are conditioned here. The body, the sleep and wake and all these things confuse the fuck out of them at some point. They kind of like, they think sleep and awake is two different things. Daytime and nighttime is two different things. They don't even realize daytime and nighttime and sleep and awake is the same thing. They don't grasp that. They like, sleep and awake is my thing, and daytime and nighttime ain't got shit to do with me. I don't control that. And I didn't say you control it, but I said it's the same thing. But y'all don't grasp the life is within the life. Y'all truly do not grasp that y'all live within a person's body. Truly don't grasp that. You don't grasp there's billions of micro life all within you. And you're a reflection of the star that you see every day. And you see its conscious coming and going every day. And you like, nah, that's some different shit. And we live on a flat surface in a snow dome. And y'all just truly do not grasp. And it's deep. But it's all a matter of conscious coming and going. When I say I know everything, it's really not that impressive. Y'all are just really that dumb. And I mean no insult. There's no other word for it. If you hear me speak and you don't think to yourself, man, he's really wise, you're dumb as fuck. Now, if you do hear me speak and you say to yourself, yeah, he is wise, then you have to grasp just how dumb as fuck y'all are. Because y'all in the same place I'm in. Why is it that I know and y'all don't? And I know a lot of y'all, this is where y'all get weird and say, oh no, he's special. Why can't it just be y'all dumb as fuck? Why can't it be I'm not even that special, I'm not even that smart? Y'all are just so fucking dumb that I truly seem to be like the smartest person in the world by far. Like when y'all begin to acknowledge things like that and say, yo, he really is fucking like thousands of years beyond the kind of shit. Just in the fact that I say things that you like, damn, I didn't even think of that. That's the fact that I can make you do that, then you have to grasp there's something to what I'm saying. You're just dumb as fuck. And don't take that insulting, but truly grasp. It's a grasping thing. Because like I said, you're here with me. Now some of you will say, no, you're special, Silas. And I'm not. You're dumb as fuck. That's how dumb as fuck you are. That I seem special. But like I always tell y'all, I'm the wise servant. You don't see me raising myself up that high because I know in the infinite life, my connection with the all, I'm not that wise. But in comparison to y'all, I could come here and act like a goddamn god if I choose to. And just OD. Because everything I say, I know. Like reviving the dead. I'm not just breaking this. How do you think I just break a thing down and then be like, but he don't know how to do it? I just told you. The thing is, you don't know nothing. A scientist will hear what I just said and say, oh shit, he knows. But, like I said, y'all are really truly slaves in life. Physically, spiritually, y'all don't grasp. Y'all think it's a difference. Like night and day. And dream and sleep. And life and death, y'all think it's a difference. So you can't grasp that you're a slave physically because of conscious. You wake up, go to work, slave, living this life, never really doing what you want, and being a slave consciously. Therefore, you will always be that until you choose otherwise. So don't think like what y'all call as death is going to stop. No, that's not going to stop anything. The sun rising and setting is not going to change the place. You're still in the same place. It's just dark or not. But so it's the same. You know, whether you're in dark body or physical light realm, your brain's what it is. And a dumb man is dumb at night. And when the sun rises, he's still dumb. The sun rising and setting doesn't change his brain, but he just has to get wise. You know, you living and dying is not going to change your brain or your conscious. So, you know, if you dumb as fuck now, I don't want you to think when you die you're going to just magically be smart. And someone's going to magically come and tell you all the truth. But someone's going to magically come and lie to you the same way they did here. Because you're dumb as fuck. And everyone that lies to you doesn't necessarily know they're doing that. Everyone's conditioned. So it's truly a deep, interesting thing. I wish y'all could just I wish you guys could have me for like a day and just be me for a day. So you could truly grasp like, oh shit, Solid's about 85 million years fucking old. That's how he know all this shit. But y'all don't grasp things like that. Even after I broke all this down, you still like, this nigga's funny as fuck. 85 million years old. Nigga, conscious coming and going. Time is y'all stupid thing that y'all lost in. Fucks y'all up from grasping. Makes y'all say, oh man, I gotta keep track. Fucks you up. And the reason you keep track of time is because a motherfucker stopped reviving men after they died and let them decay the fuck away. So men say, oh shit, man, we only lived this long. So then they start to keep track of time and do weird dumb shit that they didn't do before. And then they try to start to do great things so that they could be remembered, because they forget like, oh, this shit don't matter, you stupid motherfucker, you ain't going nowhere. Still conscious. Like when you dreamt, motherfucker, and you went where you went when you was dreaming, but you ain't go no fucking where. So the same shit. And you know, when you die, nigga, and you ain't gonna remember that you made all this great shit here, so like you kind of wasting your time. And the people that's left here that see the great shit you made, they don't really give a fuck about you like that. It's all fake in hell. And the people that's after them, they don't remember you, so they don't care. And you know, we just begin to do dumb shit that didn't really matter. But we say, nah, that shit matters, nigga. Then, you know, men begin to oppress one another and take over land and, you know, force people onto their land so they can work for them, building up their land in their honor for taking over them. And men became enslaved and conditioned in their way of thinking, and working as a slave, you like, oh man, that sun just rose and oh, the sun's setting, I'm about to get off work, I can't wait because I'm a slave and I'm tired, my feet hurt. So then men begin to keep track of shit in a dumbass, weird-ass way. Fuck up their whole perspective from grasping. It's just all a matter of conscious coming and going, and time ain't real, and life ain't real, and death ain't real. When I say real, I mean in the perspective that y'all put it. There's no life and death, but there's just existence. And for some reason, y'all have gotten so confused in hell. Hell is the physical. Somehow y'all just get confused as shit when y'all come or born into fucking hell. Y'all call it the physical and being born, and y'all love this place when y'all come here. But y'all don't know nothing else when y'all come here. So y'all like, nah, this place is good as fuck. This ain't hell, you stupid nigga. But that's only because you don't know nothing else but here. So you like, nah, he here with us, so he don't know nothing else either. But I'm telling you other shit. But, you know, like I said, people dumb as fuck here. So nothing really truly connects. And I tell people, you know, if you truly want to live here 1,000 years and experience physical life for 1,000 years, maybe 8,000 years, you can. You know, the life is nice. Whatever you shall want is yours. Literally. You want to experience life for 8,000 years in this one physical place, you can. It's okay. Be revived. Men ain't reviving men in today's times, but that's all it would take. Be revived when you die. That's it. And keep being revived. And keep getting your body renewed. So it's truly a simple thing. Keep getting your body restored and keep getting revived. Until you shall choose to not be revived anymore. So that's how life works. And you say, oh, I did 8,000 years there. come into the spiritual. Just same way you come into a dream. And you won't remember that 8,000 years. Unless you're grabbed out of the spiritual and pulled back into the thalamus that is that physical realm. And then you'll remember like, oh, okay. And the same way when you wake up from a dream, you kind of remember the dream. So, 8,000 years physical, then you do maybe 2,000 years in the spirit, and then you snatched out the spirit back to your thalamus, and you wake up, and it's like the dream, and you're like, oh, shit, I grasp life a little better now, because I was there, now I grasp. It's not really me being asleep and dreaming, and me dying and living, but this is just conscious coming and going, and I didn't really remember my dream, because I was only in that motherfucking for an hour. That's why I didn't remember it. But the longer you in the place, the longer you can remember. So it was deep. And it's just a matter of that. And it's just a matter of science. And men understanding science, medical science, things like this. And the better they get with that and stop being lost and dumb, they'll grasp simple things. The body isn't that special. It's just mud and clay are. It's just technology. But, life-made technology, and it's better than the technology we have because there's more options to it. So it's more flexible. So to truly think that you can't keep continuously reviving a body and restoring it, you're an idiot because you see people doing this now. You see women getting fake breasts and fake ass and fake eyes and... So when I say a body can be restored and you confused, how? What do you mean how? We just don't use it to restore dead motherfuckers because that's not the plan anymore. The plan has been for you niggas to die. Grasp. When I say niggas, I mean all of y'all. This has been the way for the past 10,237 years. Yeah. Maybe 2057. I forget. But 10,257 or 10,237 years. It's been that long you niggas been dying. Ignorant that you can be revived. So... it's truly a simple, deep thing, but it's all conscious coming and going, and it's deep. I guess if you were here for longer than 50, 60 years, then you'd grasp. See, you're here 50, 60 years, then you're thrown into the spiritual, and you don't grasp what the fuck happened. And you looking around and shit, next thing you know, you see the light, you like, oh shit, I'm out of here. And you're back in darkness. Because the light ain't nothing but the vagina. And you, I'm going in. It really ain't nothing, with the dick coming in and out. And you see the light, but you don't grasp shit. So you like, I'm get the fucking get me. And you get up out of there. Next thing you know, you dead again. Next thing you know, you're born. And you're like, oh shit, I'm a baby. I don't know shit. And that's how that works. Just like that. Conscious, in and out of the physical. In and out of physical. Confused as shit, like a ping pong ball, and you just can't seem to grasp. You're never there long enough to grasp. Either realm. You never sleep in dream world long enough to grasp. You wake the fuck up and you're back here and you a slave here, so you don't get to grasp nothing here. Then you die in ignorance. And death is kind of like dream world, being as though nobody revives you. You stuck in fucking dream world or spiritual world. And you don't really know shit. You like, what the fuck is going on? And huh? And the next thing you know, you follow the light, which you think is something great, and It's truly just an exhale, and the next thing you know, poof, pal, you're back into the physical, lost as fuck, and you like... And through this whole time, all of this is happening, conscious is just coming and going, coming and going. You know, the baby's in the womb, awake, kicking and punching. Then the baby's asleep, chilling. Then the baby's awake, kicking and punching. And so don't get lost when I say through this whole experience, you know, conscious is just coming and going. And there's really no time and no life and death and day and night and sleep and wake. But it's just conscious coming and going. It comes in specks and spurts. It comes in long periods. It comes in really long periods and specks and spurts. And we call the specks and spurts daydreams and shit like that, and being knocked out. And you like, oh, I got punched in my mouth. I was asleep. And nigga, conscious comes and goes. The fuck are you talking about? I was asleep. Okay, nigga, conscious comes and goes. Oh, it's daytime, nighttime about to fall, and nigga, conscious comes and goes. What the fuck are you talking about? You cut the TV off, you cut the TV off. Conscious comes and goes. It's all the same shit. I try to tell y'all I know everything y'all don't grasp. It's not egos. I'm just letting you know. What's the big deal about that? You said I'm black. That's not ego, right? I know everything. That's ego. It's only ego because you don't know shit. So you see how deep that is? I said I know everything. Motherfucker said, no, you don't. That's ego. But you only said that because you got ego because you don't know shit. So you see how you put your ego on me, your ignorance on me, all this dumb shit. Mind you, I got a whole bunch of videos showing you I know a whole bunch of shit y'all don't know nothing about. Nothing y'all don't even think about. Brain don't even work in that capacity. And you still continue to say, oh, he got ego, he don't know everything, Okay. I'm gonna quit soon, so keep fucking annoying me. Yo, I'm a gift to y'all. Y'all don't get it. That's what makes it funny. I'm a gift. I tell y'all I come as a gift. I only tell you, hey man, just give and receive. Pay your donations, $5 a month. And you motherfuckers are so low spirited. But it doesn't matter. Because in y'all being low spirited, look what happens. Y'all don't know shit. I could literally tell y'all everything in the world. And guess what? You won't know shit. I've been telling y'all everything. And remember, I said everything is one thing. And then I explain and show you. Everything is one goddamn thing. Sleep, wake, day, night. And I show you. Like, see? I don't say, look, in this book said the same thing. But I show you in life. See? And you still don't grasp. You like, just like that. Solace is so smart, like a robot. Solace is wise. He's wise. And then you go back to work. It's a cold-blooded, deep thing. So this is my point. In y'all not having no balance and getting on my fucking nerves, y'all only hurt yourselves because y'all don't grasp shit. And the things y'all are doing are making y'all more oppressed because y'all are chasing money. So everybody's trying to be a thirst bucket to get rich. Slaving themselves out more. Cold-blooded. Mind you, everybody could be rich and do nothing but sit back and grasp. You niggas think y'all gotta do something. That's the problem. I gotta be successful. The fuck are you talking about? That's a man-made thing. To work for his system. Because if motherfuckers are being successful, then they working hard as shit. And we know who benefits off of niggas working hard as shit. That's why rich niggas that work hard as shit always complaining. We don't ever get rich. Oh my God. Y'all like they always complaining they make more fucking money than me. But the motherfuckers that make the money off them is a deep thing. They get like 5% of what they fucking really actually supposed to. So it's deep. And you get whatever the fuck your boss give you. And it's deep. People are selling their time for like $15 an hour and shit like that. He said, I'm worth $15. It's deep. I don't want y'all to get mad at me and say, fuck. But just truly think about that. I know it hurts, but just really think about that. You worth less. You worth less than a. You're damn near worth less than a $2 hoe. A $2 hoe, man, a bitch make at least $50 in an hour. I guarantee you, any bitch selling pussy for $2 gonna make $100 in an hour. Who the fuck is? You see these niggas out here about to buy sex dolls? Ain't no nigga giving up no $2 pussy. I'm celibate, so separate me. But ain't no other nigga giving up no motherfucking pussy for $2 fucking hours. Now I'm only celibate until a woman is butt ass naked in front of me. So grass. I don't ask for pussy. I don't try to get pussy. But sometimes it just kind of stumbles on me and I'm like, oh man, so wet and nice, slimy. But none of this matters. It's all a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Y'all have life all confused and conflicted and confounded in y'all thinking. Y'all see things from a weird perspective. You see the Jesus story and you say, that's fake. Some of y'all say, no, he was God. That's why he did that. But you never think to yourself, damn. It's probably normal for motherfuckers to be brought back from death and they just don't do that shit to us no more. And they cheat. Y'all don't think in that manner. Y'all say, no, that can't be real because it doesn't happen to us. And being as though we don't know who to go yell at because of it. And we just going to act like it don't happen. And then that it ain't never going to happen. And we don't think about that part, though. So we just be like, no, Solace don't know what he talking about. And that. And just keep getting cheated out your life. You can act like I don't know what I'm talking about for the rest of your life. Guess what? You're gonna be working. Motherfuckers get mad at me like they want to be a slave. You know what you talking about? That ain't never gonna work. Okay, nigga, then go back to work. The fuck? This is how conflicted y'all are in y'all thinking. And these is grown-ups. Tell them, man, y'all know we slaved out. Y'all ain't supposed to be getting up going to work. Stop doing that shit. Nigga get mad at you and tell you, don't tell me to be free, you stupid motherfucker. That'll never work. This is what they tell me. In so many words. In a nutshell, they tell me, you stupid ass nigga, don't tell me not to be a slave, you dumb fuck. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's a deep thing. And I'm like, I thought you would be happy that I told you. That they're doing you bad. But no, slaves don't even want to hear nothing. They like, I'm not a slave, so that they can be a slave and feel somewhat okay about it. But they never do, because when they get their check, they be like, a slave is like this. When a slave gets their check, they be happy. But then the next day, their check be gone, because slaves is always in debt. They got mad bills and shit. And when they finally get their check, it goes fast because they ain't been able to get nothing. It been work all week, broke as fuck, stomach growling. They like, when I get my check, I'm going to finally eat out and shit. And you know, y'all know I'm keeping it 1,000. I know how y'all be. Be feeding and working motherfuckers like, here, man, get you something to eat. I know you look like, I can't wait till I get paid, man. So, you know, slaves be happy the first couple of days when they get their check, they be happy. But by the third day, they be mad. Like, I hate working, man. This shit is a waste of time, man. I work paycheck to paycheck, and then they be mad. Starving and shit. Live foot to mouth, and then they get mad when I say shit like this. Now, I'm not rubbing nothing in on y'all. I'm not higher than y'all. I suffer going against the system not working. But I'm crafty, so I work for myself. I push my knowledge out. I sell my books. I do me. So, you know, I finagle my way, you know, and I do all right for myself. But I'm not rubbing it in. I just want y'all to grasp to the core of yourself. I want you to be mad but just not at me. Because I didn't make the system. They just gave me something to tease you for. But be mad at the system. They're enslaving you and oppressing you, not me. I'm just laughing at you because you're allowing it. And I'm right here like, hey, come do what I do. If we all do what I do and just don't do shit, system will disappear. And then we can all enjoy life. And if you don't know how that works, I'll tell you, don't worry. And I don't want you to think like, oh, and then you're going to rule over us. No, I don't like y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all exactly what to do so that I never have to see you niggas again. I'm cold blood. Why y'all think I be telling y'all this deep ass knowledge? So y'all can get smart. That way the dumb motherfuckers can go be dumb where they want to be. It doesn't have to be nagging me. So don't worry. If the system falls, I'll tell you everything you need to know to sustain yourself all the way over there. And I'll teach you how to fish as opposed to giving you fish. That way you don't got to come see me every day because I don't want to see you. And that's how I work. We're not looking to rule over people. I have better things to do. The amount of times it takes to try to rule over a stupid motherfucker's brain, I can just do for myself whatever I was trying to convince him to do. And do it better and faster. And so this is how wise men think. And I truly have no use for y'all in any way. Unless y'all are going to help me make the life better. And help me to make everybody's energy feel good and enjoy life. Other than that, I don't need you for shit. You're just in my fucking way. And getting on my nerves. So grasp. This is why I give out the knowledge. So people can get smarter. Because as of now, every word out of y'all mouth annoys me. It's dumb. Makes no fucking sense. You got old ass elders telling us to vote and everybody's fucking stupid. It annoys me to my core. But I grasp. I'm like, I'm an old ancient spirit. They're stupid as fuck. They know nothing. So this is why that happens. Now I know y'all like, why he keep saying he old ancient spirit? I am. One of the motherfuckers y'all don't know. That y'all never heard of. So the ones y'all got, they like later. Like, I'm old ancient spirit, man. Come and go. But y'all don't grasp. Y'all think like 50 years is long, 100 years is long. A man dies and lives a life and dies and he comes in and out of conscious. He comes back another time and y'all are like confused on all that. Y'all like what I just said, you like, huh? Man goes to sleep, wakes up. Now man daydreams for 15 minutes and snaps out of it. Now man dies. And he's revived, let's say. It's all the same thing that happened. Conscious coming and going. So why can't I be an 85 million year old spirit resurfacing now? Why not? Why couldn't I just decided to get me an exhale and come into the physical? Because y'all think it's like rules and limits. Like, oh, but nobody revived you. You were born. It's not just one way to come back into the physical. A motherfucker don't got to be pulled back into the physical through the thalamus only. That's y'all problem. Y'all got too many limits and constrictions in y'all brain. Y'all like, no way. You can come into the physical on your own dumbass accord and fall into an exhale. You can be revived, and your body could be dead for 4,000 years, preserved, and the thalamus could be preserved, and you can be snatched out of your death 4,000 years later and be right back into the physical, not being born again. But it is like being born again, because you're like, I'm back. But this is a different kind of being born. You know, you were brought back through the thalamus. And that same spirit, instead of being brought back to the thalamus, can just get an exhale all over again and So it's just deep. Well, how you remember then? You said if you didn't have the same talent? Well, you know, after 85 fucking million years, motherfucker. Didn't I just fucking say? The longer you in the goddamn shit, you start to grasp, but y'all don't, because y'all keep getting thrown the fuck in and out. You sleep, you wake up, you didn't get a chance to grasp the dream world too much. You still like, I thought I found some money in it, mother. So you never get to really grasp because you keep flopping in and out. But, you know, after 85 million years, then you kind of like, oh, this shit keeps fucking happening, I get it. So it's just a simple, deep thing. I try to stay off these kind of topics because this is when y'all get dumb. And be like, oh, Solace is crazy, he's speaking pseudo, and did anything I just say not make sense? I'm not saying did it not make sense to your conditioned brain, but did anything I say don't make sense in just reality? Because I used all real things to make my point. So before you get lost and say, oh, Solace is crazy, boom, 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 let's just be fair and say, you don't grasp what I say, but there's nothing wrong with me. See how easy that is? There's nothing wrong with me. You don't grasp, and I don't mind. Now move the fuck along to the next subject. There's nothing crazy in that. This is why I have a bunch of videos, because I don't even be... That's why I say any video I do, you can get a one-on-one on it. You have to call. You have to email me and request. And before you do that, respect the laws of the universe that I live by, which is give and receive. Because y'all are like fucking stupid. It's like a deep thing. It's really starting to piss me the fuck off. Young dumb motherfuckers be emailing me saying stupid dumb shit. Hey, Mr. Solace, can you do boom? I'm not your fucking kid, nigga. No. Y'all are weird. But I try to stay off these subjects like death and things like that and hell. I've been kind of trying to stay off it because I'm like, y'all just don't grasp shit. And in reality, y'all are gonna die and not grasp this shit. Like, some of y'all are gonna die tomorrow. Some people gonna die next week. I'm just talking about in life. And this is just how it goes, you know. And people ain't being revived. So, you know, people dying and they just... Y'all just gonna die, not knowing. It's just deep. That's how it go. But I guess I'll come back and I'll do this video in 4 parts. So hopefully you've watched this video to this point and grasp. I'm going to do this video in 4 parts. Next week, 7 days from now, I'm going to do it in 4 parts. It's going to be called Resurrecting the Dead. 101, 102, 103, and 104. And I'm going to break it down in depth so you fully grasp how we're conditioned into seeing life wrong. I'm going to explain how you can restore the body, restore the conscious. I'm going to explain exactly what the ancient Kemetic people were doing with the mummies, and you know how over time knowledge gets lost and continuously gets lost until you get to these times where we don't even know what they were trying to do. And 1,000 years from 1,000 years before our time, or let's say in 2000 BC, they just were making mummies. They truly didn't grasp what the fuck they were doing anymore either. And you know, like I said, as time goes, it gets more and more lost. But I'll come back and break that down on 103. And then 104, I'll answer some questions. So hopefully you guys will put questions in the comments that you may have about this video. Put them in humble spirits, and I will answer them in Resurrecting the Dead 104. Like I said, I'm going to do it in 4 parts, like school. Resurrecting the Dead 101, 102, 103, and 104. And I'm going to break it down in depth so you fully grasp how we're conditioned into seeing life wrong. I'm going to explain how you can restore the body, restore the conscious. I'm going to explain how you can restore the body, restore the conscious. I'm going to explain exactly what the ancient Kemetic people were doing with the mummies, and you know how over time knowledge gets lost and continuously gets lost until you get to these times where we don't even know what they were trying to do. And you know, like I said, as time goes, it gets more and more lost. But I'll come back and break that down on 103. And then 104, I'll answer some questions. So hopefully you guys will put questions in the comments that you may have about this video. Put them in humble spirits, and I will answer them in Resurrecting the Dead 104. Like I said, I'm going to do it in 4 parts, like school. Resurrecting the Dead 101, 102, 103, and 104. It's going to be 4 videos back to back. They're going to be like an hour and a half each, like this one. And in 104, I'll just deal with all of you guys' questions. So it's a deep thing. I put enough information in this video where you can ask questions now on the things from this video. Now, when I do the 4-part series to this video, 101, 102, 103, 104, you may get your answers in those videos. But if you don't, I'll still answer the questions on 104. Even if I answered it in one of the other videos, I'll still just explain. I answered it in the video, boom, 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 boom. So ask your question, and it'll be in the video with your name. I'm going to write everybody's name down in their question. So truly think, try and grasp what I'm saying in this video. The whole point of this video is that men die and they don't necessarily have to be left dead, but we're left dead until we become unconscious, until we become decayed. So, well, I don't even want to say till we're left till we're decayed, because they come and get you in, I'm quite sure the high-ups know. I gotta watch how I word this, because this is a deep thing. I know too much. It's deep. I know more than the knowers. So it's deep. I say the wrong shit is good for the knowers. So you grasp? I'm teaching you dumbass niggas, and teaching the smartest men of the fucking planet at the same time. And they ain't dumb as y'all, so they like, oh shit. So that's why I said I gotta watch my words. Cause I know more than the knowers. And you know, a smart ass man that know a whole bunch of shit, last thing I want to do is help him oppress y'all any more than y'all are. It's just like the teachers. A lot of the famous teachers are, with a lot of subscribers, they watch my videos. Just watch what they do. Say, damn, motherfucker doing shit like Silas doing. And you'll grasp. Like, oh shit. Why motherfuckers keep making a whole bunch of videos in one day and Silas do that? And it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. But a lot of teachers, they watch my videos and then they try to take what they can grasp from it and twist and turn it so that y'all don't recognize that it comes from me, and then they know they have more following, so they figure, you know, y'all won't know, but in this, y'all just get more fucking lost. It's a deep thing, but it's the wise servant here, Mr. Silas. Peace and wisdom. That was everything. Peace and wisdom.